Hello everybody and welcome back. I am so excited for this craft that I'm going to make today. I have these placemats from the Dollar Tree. They're tapestry placemats. They have 4 total. They have Handsome Santa. They have this beautiful holly and Christmas tree. It says Merry Christmas. Beautiful poinsettias. And the snowman and the famous red truck. So these are cloth. So what I was thinking of doing, I am not a good sewing machine person at all. I don't know how to sew. I can sew by hand, but this would take me forever because I'm going to make like a throw blanket that I could put over a couch or at the end of my bed. It's not going to be warm, it's just decorative. So I had bought this ironing tape. It's called Stitch Witchery. And it's fusible bonding web, and it has to be ironed on with your iron. So I'm going to use this to attach these together. So what I'm going to do is I have 4 of each mat, and I'm going to put them together, and I'll show you as I do it. I'm going to make 2. So I'm going to use 2 sets of each one to make this. So here is the Santa one. I'm going to take this tag off. And for the sewing witchery bond, or I'm going to call it Iggy, stop. I'm going to call it sewing bond or sewing tape or something. I have to get this plastic off the top of it. Now, I have hemmed pants. I drive a motor coach for a living. And I have hemmed my work pants with this sewing bonding tape. And my pants stay together, even washing them and everything else. So that makes me very happy. So I'm going to turn over the one Santa, and then I'm going to turn over the tree. And let me line this up so you can see. I am going to take my Shore Bond, or whatever you want to call it, and I am going to measure it out. I think I have that a little too long. So I'm not thinking this is going to keep you very warm, but I'm doing it for the back of my couch or the end of my bed. I like my house all decorated for Christmas, pretty much every room, even the bathroom. I also put the obnoxious little snowman on my toilet for a toilet cover, and my husband hates it because apparently it falls down while he's going potty. So I'm overlapping my Santa one and the tree. And I have my iron, so I'm going to lay my iron down and start to iron these 2 placemats together. Now, I might put a couple hand stitches in to secure it. Yes, my iron is hot. But I think I'm going to wait a couple minutes and leave that on there. So basically, I am just ironing and trying to keep the heat on to make the shear bond adhere to each placemat. So let me read the back of this. Always test, blah, 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 blah. It's saying to cover with a damp cloth and then do it for 10 seconds. So I'm going to need to get a damp cloth. But let me show you what's happening. It's starting to adhere. I don't have it up enough. So some of it's adhered, some of it's not. So I'm going to get a damp cloth and be right back. So I have the damp cloth and I am pretty much, it's giving you a lot of steam, which is good. So I'm working on down this end. And actually, with the damp cloth, I think I'm cleaning my iron. So that's good, I guess, right? And then I'll go up to the top, hold that iron on there. This is going to take a little bit. It's not a quick craft, but it's not a hard craft. It's very easy, especially if you can't sew. It kind of helps you. Because I am not a sewing machine kind of girl. Never learned how to use one. So, as you can see, it's starting to adhere at the one end, not down here. So I have to work on that. I apologize for bumping the camera. So basically all I'm doing is trying to make sure that this adheres. So I'm going to flip it over. Oh, I must have made it dark on the top. Oh, that's the water from the iron. And the towel I have, that's water on there. So I'm going to let that sit for a couple minutes, and I'm going to let my dog in that's carrying on, because that's what my dogs do. And then I will be right back. Now, another thought, I don't know if you'd be interested in this, but it seems like it'd be nice to think about. Any of these placemats, I think they're gorgeous. You could sew them, iron them with the bond tape I have together, and make a table runner for your table. You could get all the same ones, which would be more classy, I think, with all the same ones. You could make a tablecloth with just the same exact ones that you have, like all poinsettia. So this is the other two that I put together. I'm going to put it aside. Then I'm going to continue doing all of these together and show you what it looks like when it's done. So, I hate that I say so all the time. I apologize. When you're doing this, or when I'm doing this, what I do is I take the Christmas tree part and I lay the Santa one over top. And I want them lined up as much and as closely to the edge as possible. So as I do this, I have a wet rag. You're going to have to wet it, as you proceed because it gets dry from the heat. Doing them upside down, well, backwards. And these ones are upside down. I'm still adhering them to each other. What I should have done, because I wanted all the patterns, but I'm thinking it's not going to look as nice as I would like it to, because you have the fun Santa one and the fun snowman with the truck, and then I have the poinsettias and the Christmas tree, which are very elegant, but we'll see how they look when they're done. So you have to use steam, and that helps with the washcloth, and the washcloth gets dry as you do it, and it's a little time consuming. I have this one I'm doing now plus 2 more, and then I'm going to put them together. I'm doing them in 2s, and once they're turned over, and this one I have upside down, once I have them done, I will put more together. So if you see, I have the poinsettia one a little bit overlapping the other one. I probably should have done it the other way with the truck. Maybe I could, but then I don't know if this will come off. No, because I need to see the truck. So I made a mistake, my bad. So this will probably burn off as I'm trying to do it, but I want to instead overlap the truck so you can see the entire truck. I apologize, my pig is now being a piggy Iggy. Piggy Iggy, piggy, you need to go lay down, sir. I have no food for you. Special appearance from my pig, Piggy Iggy. Okay, so you definitely want your wet cloth so you can get rid of this tape on here. So I am going to overlap it the other way, and I'm definitely going to put my cloth down, my rag, and iron them on. And I kind of want it on the edge, so you try to line them up as best you can. Take your damp cloth. I'm hoping all this tape comes off that I just did. So Iggy is here, being a pain in the tush, because he thinks I have food every time I sit at this table. He thinks he gets a treat, but we have a vet appointment to get his shots updated and his hooves trimmed on Friday, tomorrow. And the vet gets very upset because my husband likes to give him extra. He's supposed to eat twice a day, and my husband loves to give Iggy some extra food. So the vet is going to be very sad, but my husband doesn't have to go to see the vet, which is over an hour away, because he's a farm animal and he has to go to a special vet. So now you know entirely too much about my pig, and let me know in the comments if you want me to tell you more about my pig or if you don't. But he pretty much is like a little bull in a china shop, and we love him, but he's sometimes extremely difficult. So, hoping that the tape, yes, see how it's coming off. So, pick off what you can, and I'm still trying to adhere. I'm going to get a clean rag when I'm done with this one, so I don't put any of the tape, the glue tape, on anything. So I wanted the truck to look, the whole truck on there. Oh good, he's going to lay down. That's a happy day for me, because now he's not going to bother me for at least 5 minutes when he takes a little happy nappy. But if I open the refrigerator, He won't hear thunderstorm. He can't hear that. He can hear you open a bag of chips from 3 rooms away or open the refrigerator. But thunderstorm does not faze him. But you open a bag of chips or have some snacks, he smells it, he hears it, he comes running. So I'm just actually running my nail along here to get the tape off, glue tape. I believe it will all come off. And I'm glad that I figured this out prior to starting to sew it together. So all I'm doing is ironing it down. So I will be back. This is how it looks on the bottom of my bed. So for Christmas, I am going to probably put these over my couches. But for right now, it's on my bed. And it snazzes it up. Thanks so much for watching. Have a blessed day. And I'll see you again real soon. Bye.